The Miz proclaims to be the most must-see WWE superstar of all time. Well, the Awesome One is going to have his chance to prove that right now. The Miz going for it, in full control. What do you think about The Miz?
You're talking about someone who has all the talent necessary to become one of the all-time greats.
Not today, too fast. Man, that got him good. He landed a perfectly placed strike. That'll send a message to your adversary, all right.
Right, and the message reads P-A-I-N.
His strikes have a little extra on them tonight.
Oh, out of nowhere!
I don't want to know what that feels like.
Yeah, well, I've felt it before, and you're right, you don't want to know. What's he going to do here? What's he going to do here?
Man, he might need to get a new identification photo taken after this one's over.
You're not kidding. After this one's over, his own mother will recognize him.
Back is the largest area on the human body and thus always a target.
I know what you mean. You know, I've got a weak back.
How long did you have that?
Well, about a week back. The Miz is one of the most outspoken WWE superstars this company has ever seen. He's brash, never short on self-adoration, and insists he is the most must-see WWE superstar in history. Oh, how can we forget? He just loves telling people he's awesome.
Gosh, Miz is off to a fast start.
Yeah, Miz is really impressive. Why don't you go in there and just pat him on the back?
Look at these two giving it their all. There's absolutely no quit in them tonight.
No, Cole. It's become common knowledge that when Miz came into WWE, he had a run-in or two with superstars back in the locker room. But if you're going to get anywhere in this business, you have to be brash. You have to be confident. And yes, you have to think you're awesome. This is not the position you want to be in. The Miz really going to town right now. The shoulders are down.
Come on, ref. His feet are on the ropes.
And he breaks the cover, forcing the referee to stop the count.
Well, that's just not enough to get the job done. Oh, the Miz seems helpless. Hey, the shoulders are down.
When this guy's on, look out. A step up Enziguri, that should about do it.
Yeah, that'll make a step down for that guy.
He's setting up.
Great counter. The Miz with a nice reversal.
An early pin attempt.
Come on, ref, count.
And the shoulders up.
And the match continues. I love this.
It all started in 1988 when Summerslam emanated from New York City. The main event for that inaugural event, the Mega Powers versus the Mega Bucks.
Oh, wait, nice reversal. I like it. Let's get this thing done inside the ring. Oh, man, that neck's got to be hurt after that.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
Cole, what's he got in mind?
Making it look easy. A golden opportunity to have your name forever etched alongside such greats as Pat Patterson, Ultimate Warrior, Bret Hart. He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Oh, man. How do you stand after an attack like this?
The Miz has certainly seen his share of rivalries. One of the most intense was when he was the NXT Pro of Daniel Bryan. He showed just how brutal and vindictive The Miz could be. It doesn't matter who it is or your background. If The Miz doesn't get what he wants, someone is going to pay the price.
Yeah, The Miz had to pay his dues to get into WWE, and he wanted to pass on the tradition. Was The Miz hard on Daniel Bryan? Did The Miz go out of his way to prove points to Daniel Bryan as Bryan's NXT Pro? Yes and yes. No pun intended. But The Miz did what he felt was right. What Miz felt was awesome.
WWE fans watching this match all around the world.
We want to say hi to them, all the countries, even Manila, where I use their envelopes.
Manila's not a country.
You know, The Miz definitely went out of his way to be...
Step up Enziguri.
Boy, he is really tired now. That tank of his has to be reading empty.
It has to be, King, but I still don't see him giving up.
Are we going to see it?
Crews scores big.
Yeah, and it looks like Crews is going to sail to victory here.
1, 2, 3. He did it. The winner and your new champion.
And here's some highlights from the matchup. I can't believe what we just saw. Highlight after highlight. Now let's take a look at some of the big highlights. One in a million is the only way to describe this match.
Here's your winner and the new intercontinental champion, the Doll Crews.
That's a big win for him, ladies and gentlemen.
And on top of that, there's a new champion in the WWE.
I couldn't agree more. What an amazing contest that was.